What about making your sound better?
Hi there, and welcome to this overview for Pumper 2 from WA Production. This is the long-awaited follow-up to the original Pumper compression plugin with more options for compression, saturation and stereo width. Pumper 2 is available as a multi-format plugin for Mac and PC and is going to help you give that punch, energy and power to individual tracks and your whole mix. Here's the beginnings of an EDM track that I've been working on. The arrangement is pretty simple with kick, snare, percussion, some effects, vocal chops and a few synth lines. There's also a deep 808 bass. Do grab some headphones or listen through decent monitors to hear that properly. The track is getting there, but it needs more energy and power, so I'm going to use Pumper 2 on a few of the channels to inject some life. So let's work on the kick first, which is quite vanilla at the moment. Adding Pumper 2 gives us 3 modules to play with: Compression, Saturator and Stereo Imager. Unlike its little brother, you can get under the hood of each module to fine-tune the parameters. I'll set the compression level to 70. And there are 4 different compression types. In this case I'll use Punchy Mode, perfect for kicks as it gives impact and clarity. I do still want to retain the character of the original kick, so I'll mix the signal in at 50%, that's instant parallel compression. There's also an RMS setting here for adjusting the peak response of the compression, but I'll leave that alone for now. The saturation module helps add a touch of analog style distortion and increases perceived loudness, so I'll set that at a low level around 30. Under the hood, the hard clip mode gives a brick wall ceiling to the clipping, increasing energy and adding a little bit of distortion. Here's before and after. Onto the snares now. Fat compression pushes up the bottom end of the snare and soft clip saturation adds impact without becoming too fizzy. I'm using the Stereo Imager module to spread the snare across the stereo field, and the under the hood frequency, resonance and the 2 different modes can be used to emphasize a certain frequency range. Listen to before and again after. On the rolling 808 bassline, Pumper 2 goes to work with clean compression mode and soft clip saturation, introducing upper harmonics. The advanced saturation controls for rise controls the transient preservation, and fall adjusts the character of the saturation. I'm using the waveform display, the individual module gain controls, and the output gain to set the levels for accurate A-Bing. Pumper 2 works brilliantly on lead synth lines. These 2 riffs sound a little bland until Pumper 2 livens them up. With this small synth riff, I've placed Pumper after a delay in the effects chain and chosen some extreme settings to really destroy the sound. Pumper 2 can also be used for lots of other types of instruments, and there are loads of presets to get you started. I've utilised the Mastering EDM preset on the master channel here to glue the track together. It's a subtle difference, but very effective. Pumper 2 is a versatile tool to add punch and power, increasing perceived loudness and making your track sound big and wide. You can use it on pretty much any kind of audio, and it can be as subtle or as bold as you want it to be. To learn more, check out the WA Production website or pluginboutique.com. And thanks so much for watching.